Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are listening to my voice this very moment, depends on your time zone. From here, I say to you, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. I'm here with a wonderful news, and I want Biafrans to be on their feet. I don't want them to sit down. I want them to enter prayer and fasting in order for their heart desire to be granted. It's already granted spiritually, and the materialization of it is what we are waiting for. And the time has come, and the man that God will use and materialize the heart desires of Biafrans in Nigeria, the man is here now. As it stands, breaking news: Donald Trump and his men from other world powers Donald Trump have ordered his men from other world powers to arrange and bring the old Nigerian map so that Nigeria will be divided, so that the Christians can have their own countries and Muslims can have their own countries. That when Christians have their own countries, they will help them. Americans will help them to build their own country. That's what Donald Trump said. And when Muslims have their own country, if if terrorism persists, if terrorists continue killing people in their own Islamic country, then they, Americans, will come and fight for them and eradicate terrorism from their country. My brother, ugobekwere na mgbagbu, Tinubu ga-anwụ, ọ ga-abarịrị n'ili maka na o ji aka abụọ azọ ihe na awụghọ nke. So, my dear listeners, here we are standing now, looking at the Nigerian political scene, that no Nigerian political leader is ready to mind the politicians and is ready to mind the Nigerian indigenes. No Nigerian politician is ready to care for Nigeria indigenes. So all the Nigerian politicians are selfish, self-centered, self-belligerent, self-complacency. Donald Trump went ahead to let Tinubu know that he should do this quick and do it now. That failure to respond to the order he has given to him will attract military actions in Nigeria without wasting time. And as he is talking to him, he doesn't need negotiation from him. He doesn't need anything from Nigerian politicians to talk about. Whether they say they have territorial integrity, they have territorial treaty and whatever, that their territorial integrity does not portray the international constitution, that they don't respect the rule of law, they violate law at will, they violate the order of UN. All right? As Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was ordered by UN to the federal government of Nigeria to be released, and the Nigeria government sit on it, which Tinubu is still sitting on it now as I'm talking with you. He doesn't want to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And their own court, if Tinubu said he has a territorial integrity and territorial treaty, so what stops him from releasing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Meanwhile, Tinubu himself, he is the federal government of Nigeria. He signed a treaty with the international community that for no reason will any country kidnap any person from any country. So Nigeria government is a kidnapper. If you don't know, some of you thinks that this matter have died off. Some of you think that everybody is from Nigeria. Some of you think that Tinubu will get away with the bloodshed on his hands with late Buhari. And this was why they agreed that Tinubu must continue the killing from where Buhari stopped. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not the way you are hearing it, it's the way it is. I want you to excavate the ground. Try to understand what is going on. Make your inquiries. This is my investigation. And you may have heard it from another channel. And more are coming. Because Trump is not backing down from what he has said. He has told Tinubu to make sure that all the terrorists, not hiding one, not hiding single one, is being arrested, is being, eradicated. When we say, let me not use some harsh word, but you should make sure that no terrorist is found in Nigeria. But in that, he discovered from the reply of Tinubu to him that Tinubu is the strong pillar behind the terrorism in Nigeria, behind the Christian killings in Nigeria, which some people who doesn't have a human brain have come up to say that Tinubu is free of terrorism. He doesn't have a hand in terrorism. You don't have a hand in terrorism. And what have you done to stop the terrorist activities? Ex-General Musa CICDS of Nigeria was and is still a terrorist leader in Nigeria. Military joined police and DSS to be killing villagers in the name of protecting terrorists, Fulani bandits, Fulani terrorists in Nigeria. And for your information, 12 states have been listed in Nigeria that are 12 terrorist states. And the names of their governors has been given by United States of America, Donald Trump. These 12 states are not going to go free. And those governors in those states are not going free. I'm telling you that the thing is going deeper than you think. Nigeria must go. Nigeria must be divided, whether you like it or you don't like it. Look at the pains and sufferings and sorrows of Middle Belt, Benue State to be precise. Count how many millions of people that have been killed in Benue State by the federal government of Nigeria order and help. They help terrorists killing people. And look at the Plateau State. How many millions of people that have died there? They are counting thousands. I'm counting millions. And this is the truth. If those who are serving Tinubu and Tinubu is serving Fulanis, if they say that this is a lie, why is it so that the internal displaced people camp are everywhere in the north? Are you getting it now? Was it there before Buhari and Tinubu? Is there any IDP camp in the north before? Let's say the truth and be free for once. There was not even one IDP camp before Buhari and Tinubu came inside Asorok or came to power. But today, IDP camp is everywhere. Mass grave everywhere. Mass burial everywhere. Every compound become burial ground. Look at Biafra land. They arrange themselves. Yes, Buhari deployed terrorists in military uniform and DSS and police to make sure that they kill Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And he narrowly escaped the assassination. And they went ahead to go a double mile to get him kidnapped in Kenya and illegally renditioned him to Nigeria for 4 to 5 years now. He has been wearing one cloth and remain in the DSS custody. What an animal kingdom. What an animalistic constitution that Nigeria is practicing. How do you look at that country called Nigeria and you say it's good for human inhabitant? People who don't have a reprobate mind. Nigerian politicians are criminals and they are terrorists. It's time to say the truth. I have been saying the truth. Nobody is willing to listen to me. Now it is out. Christian country in Nigeria. And the old, when they say, when Trump was ordered his men to bring the old map of Nigeria, you know what it means? Old map of Nigeria. When you hear an old map of Nigeria, your mind should tell you that new Nigeria is coming. So, I'm here to inform you it's not prophecy, it's practical, and it is coming up any moment from now. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must be released. Biafra must be a country. Biafrans must go to their country to take care of themselves and build their own country. Biafrans will not remain slaves in Nigeria, and that place called Nigeria will not continue existing because this old map of Nigeria Trump ordered to bring so that Nigeria will be pieces and everyone with his language and his people will go their way. I think Nigerian politicians, Aso Rock has fallen down woefully. Nigerian politicians have failed. They are failures and they are already on the floor. They can never get up again. Justice is on the way. And whatever that will go down, will go down. And whatever that will stand up, will stand up. There's no two ways about it. No negotiation for Nigeria to continue being a country is an amalgamated evil entity where politicians use the innocent indigenes for ritual and sacrifice to amass wealth and remain in power forever, where the young generations have no hope of tomorrow, where the old men and women are incapacitated, dying on daily basis of starvation and hunger, and the money and resources of Nigeria are being embezzled by Nigerian politicians and taken to another country, other countries on earth. They dock the money there, take away their children out of the country. Then the majority of Nigerians today are suffering from acute poverty, acute penury, nothing in their hands to put in their mouth. So, my dear listener, before I carry my chair and go away this very moment, I want to tell you that Donald Trump is about to create, impact. He's about to make impact. He's about to spark off a revolution, footprint unerasable. Donald Trump is here to deposit unforgettable issue in his